What's good, everybody? It's your boy Big Nate. Welcome to Big Nate's Book Reviews, home of best book reviews. And today we are doing a book haul. So I got my doobie right here. It is ready to be sparked. And today we smoking this one for DREA, #1 superfan DREA, who was responsible for like sending 2/3 of these books probably that I'm about to show you. So they're from my Amazon wishlist. Yeah, actually basically all of this except a few was like fan sent, but based off of my Amazon wishlist. So it's like still my taste. In fact, there's others. She sent others and other people have sent others like non Amazon wishlist books, but I'm just sticking with my Amazon wishlist book, the book I asked for. And then we finna get into it. So yeah, you know when you like spend all day drinking coffee and no of your days eating food? That's basically where I'm at. I had a big breakfast. Always have a big breakfast. It truly is the most important meal of the day. If you don't eat breakfast, you're a weirdo. That's not true. I used to not eat breakfast and I know a lot of, but you understand. It just sets the tone for the day, and like you're not like when you wake up, like maybe you're not immediately hungry, but well, I'll have my coffee and read for an hour and then I have breakfast, which to be frank ends up being at like 10 or 11. So low-key like a little bit of lunch there. But yeah, you know, we do another book haul. It's been a long time since I did one. I said I wasn't gonna do one for a while. This is some sticky icky today. This is some sticky icky, but I said it was gonna be a while because I'm not gonna buy any more books. And for the most part, that's actually true. Like I said, these were sent to me, but still my taste in books. So let's get the ball rolling. I'm going from basically like the oldest to newest because some of these were sent a while ago. But so this was by Michael V. He sent me 4, 2 of which I read. But Master and the Margarita, this beautiful 5th anniversary thing, version of it, I think. So honestly, no idea what this book is about. Cats. I think it's magical realism, kind of. So we're gonna find this out together. But let's see. Blah blah blah. That don't say nothing about. Okay, I think actually, if I remember, this one didn't have like a blurb about it. So whatever, bro. Fuck it. We finna whatever. Master and the Margarita. I don't know. Cats. Magic, maybe, and I guess we'll TBD. But yeah, it's been on my list for a while. I've heard some reputable sources tell me it's a good book, and yeah, I don't know. It's been a minute since I read a Russian book too. You know, let's get back into that. So, other book that he sent, Exhalation by Ted Chiang. So I've read I think one of his stories, and I was a big fan. What was it called? Actually, I think it was called Exhalation. I think it was like the title story. And it was cool, and I could tell that was one of even his like shorter ones. Like you can tell the ones that are gonna be longer are gonna get into some depth. And he's just sort of like a renowned. So this is like, I do know enough about this that it's like sci-fi collection of short stories, some of which I hear are legendary. So see, I want to say this is one of the books I've been wanting to read for a long time. Like I want to say it's pretty high up on my list, but that's like 30 fucking books. So I don't know, but I would like to get to this very soon because it just sounds cool. A national bestseller, and I just want to read more of Ted Chiang because what I read was certified dope. Shout out Michael V. We hitting this one from Michael V one time. You can see the sticky icky acidity of this doobie, bro. All right, up next, Imagine Me Gone. Sent to me. I might butcher this. If so, I apologize, fam. But I think it was Monica. And National Book Award long list. And so this is by Adam Hazlitt. So I have another book of his right here. In fact, You Are Not a Stranger Here. I thought it was fire. It's a collection of short stories, and I was like, sort of, so Pulitzer Prize finalist, National Book Award finalist. For a book of short stories to do that is impressive, because I feel like that's really not quite, it's really kind of rare for that kind of stuff to happen, because it's like short story. Novel lends itself more to like a deeper investigation of themes and character. So, but don't sleep on a fucking collection of short stories, because that was an amazing book, and I was like, this dude is criminally slept on. And I think she commented something or the other. Basically, I put this on my list, and I have been wanting to read. It'd be interesting because I'm curious. I really am. How does Adam Hazlitt do with novel form instead of short story form? Because some people are short story people, like Flannery O'Connor. Actually, I take that back. Well, she's a short story legend. God, I want to reread that. A Good Man Is Hard to Find little collection because it's fucking fire. But and so I read Wise Blood by her too, which is like a novel, and I thought that was pretty good. I didn't think it. Actually, maybe I'm wrong about this, but I don't remember it being amazing. It was solid, totally worth the read. But like I've seen Flannery Connor at her best, and this I don't think was it. And she has another book, The Violent Bear It Away. Honestly, I think Flannery Connor is one of those people who just, this is one of the tragedies of the world. There is no God. First off, I hope my mic is. I pray to God my mic is working right now because we. But yeah, I think that's like a. Just for real, just a tragedy, because you could tell this was like kind of her early stuff too, and I could have seen her being as big a figure as any of the other greats, Steinbeck, Hemingway. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but she was on that type of anyway, bro. So Imagine Me Gone, it's about depressed dude, something like that. I don't even know. So one critique, so I lent this to a friend, and he liked it, but he said, which I agree with him. It's kind of all about the same thing, which is basically mental illness in its various forms, yes, but that's basically what every story is. But oh my God, it's so good. It's really what I like about him is his characters, his ability to develop a character that you are entirely there for in like a couple pages is astounding. So shout out Adam Hazlitt. Up next. Oh, by the way, this leads me to my next point. So okay. This was from David. Shout out David. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the world, but especially you guys. Cause anyway, I think I'm gonna do a thing soon here where I'm gonna like read. I'm gonna like randomly pick 3 of all of these, like books that people have bought me, but like it's not like random picks off the street. It's books that I already want to read. So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, bro, I would be so disappointed if it did not land on. What do you guys think of these new covers, by the way, of Murakami? I kind of like the old ones. They were more raw, more vintage, you know what I'm saying? Cooler color palette. Don't get me wrong, this is cool, but it's different. But I hear, anyway, The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle is one of his best. I just kind of want to give him another shot. My girl just read 1Q84. We both read Kafka on the Shore. Like I said, I read some short stories, and I just hear from a lot of people. First off, the thing about Murakami is every one of his books, a whole different set of people say that that's his best book. So I'm like, what is actually his best book, bro? But people swear by The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle. I hear it's a little more like surreal, mystical. Hold up, Doobie needs to get sparked. But let me actually read the back of this one. The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle is a tour de force. I hate that. I despise that. Tour de force. It's on everything. Who even know? Tour de force, what does that even just mean? It's a lot. It contains a lot. Fucking. And when every book is a tour de force, it's no longer a tour de force. Blah, blah, blah. In a Tokyo suburb, a young man named Toru Okada searches for his wife's missing cat. Always with the cats, bro, but I'm not hating. And then for his wife as well, of course. In a netherworld beneath the city's placid surface. Netherworld. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. I'm not going to lie. As these searches intersect, he encounters... Intersect, he did that with Kafka on the Shore, too. The intersection of, like... In fact, that was a critique. It's like there's, like, 2 things happening in parallel that just really quickly at the end... Anyway... As the searches intersect, he encounters a bizarre group of allies and antagonists. Gripping, prophetic, blah, 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 blah. I see comedy, I see menace, I see imaginative, I see detective story, I see World War II. Interesting. Okay, so I'm feeling it. Yeah, like I said, this is a book, so I'm going to pick this one. Because honestly, if it's one of those things where it's like, I'm going to be upset if it doesn't land on this, then I should just read it. Up next is actually another version of that. The other book that I would be disappointed if it didn't land on. So I'm doing 2, and then I'm gonna make at least one random. But I think most people are gonna be down for these picks. So there's that, and Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. And I don't know, bro. I just Reese's Book Club, #1 New York Times bestseller. This book is popping, bro. Swear to God. I've seen from the far reaches of the end of the earth, I've seen people raving about Where the Crawdad Sings. I saw it first on Barron's channel from Your Brain on Books, and he does a lot of like sci-fi, horror, fantasy, that type stuff. But he did this, and he was singing its praise. I've had multiple fans like request this, so I'm just like, it just sounds like a good book. There's no way I'm gonna get to the end of this. Hold up. Oh, I heard a little something that was interesting. He said he really don't want me to read Where the Crawdads Sing, huh? Okay. Up next, Me Talk Pretty One Day, David Sedaris. Here's the thing about David Sedaris, bro. I don't know if I like him. In fact, if I'm being honest, I have this feeling of I'm like hate reading this book, and I'm not even lying about that. I've read a couple of essays by him. I'm not gonna lie, they were good. I like them. They were good. They weren't wow, but they were good. First off, I just don't like the name of the title, Me Talk Pretty One Day. I don't know. It just sounds like ho 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 funny. Like the cover was, I mean, maybe it'll make sense if I read a story, but I'm just like, but the reason, that's all. Honestly, if this was any other author, I probably wouldn't have beef with any of this, except I already kind of don't like him, I think, because this is his thing, bro. He he does creative nonfiction and he lies. He tells fibs that make it, what's the word? It's like ornament. Hold up, like branded. Wait, hold up. What's the? You know what I forget the word, but it's like he exaggerates things like that and tells like things that just didn't happen. I don't know. Actually, really, I kind of have to look into it. I just kind of heard this secondhand a few times, to be honest. I don't even know what he lied about or whatever, but. And I hate when people cap in creative nonfiction. It's nonfiction, bro. Like the whole point. And it doesn't matter if you're trying to sharpen some theme that's true to the world. No, if it really would have come up that way, then it would be told by life event. Anyway, bro, whatever. I want to read it. I want to give him a chance. If it's good writing, at the end of the day, it will win me over. I'm just got this little chip on my shoulder coming into it. Up next, The Song of Achilles by, who's it called? Madeline Miller, winner of the Orange Prize for Fiction, #1 New York Times bestseller, and it's popping on Goodreads. So I don't know anything about this book, but I do know Achilles is a fucking boss because I'm reading the Odyssey right now, and yeah, him alone makes me want to read the Iliad because I would love to see more of Achilles. I'm sorry, I can't read that, bro. Big words, big Greek. Nah, I have my morning read time with the Odyssey, and then All right, up next. Sick cover. Penguin Classics has done it again. Wait, hold up. Okay, wait, my bad. Is it folks? Okay, yeah, my bad. Penguin Classics has done it again. Oh, wait, hold up. I got the slip in here. My bad. Jane Austen's Emma, which I just found out. Hold up. Yeah, which I just found out I think is actually Jack Edwards' favorite Jane Austen book. The problem, I've not read a thing by Jane Austen, and listen to me. Hold on. I know I've been sleeping on her, but this is what happened was in high school. Like I'm like a junior in high school. They get us to read Pride and Prejudice. Like, bro, I was not rocking with Pride and Prejudice at like 16 or however old high school kids are. Like for a class, nah, bro. Pride and Prejudice, no. But anyway, so that kind of just like turned me off, and then I just kind of just got busy with other stuff. But no, Jane Austen is like very much at the top of the list, and actually, wow, that works out perfect because the next book, this book, Jane Austen and Charlotte Bronte are people that I've wanted to read. Much better cover than the one I had. That's all I'm gonna say on it. Look, Charlotte Bronte is Jane Eyre, and I don't know. You know what? I do want to read the back of the book because I have. What is it? Most beloved, passionate love. Oh, is it like a romance, or maybe like a love between the courageous orphan Jane Eyre and the brilliant, brooding, and domineering Rochester. Ooh, I'm down, bro. I'm watching a rom-com anime right now, and no, I'm not gonna tell you the name of it. Ooh. The loneliness and cruelty of Jane's childhood strengthens her natural independence and spirit. Nice, so she's hard, she's resilient, which proved invaluable when she takes a position as a governess. Oh shit, at Thornfield Hall. But after she falls in love with her sardonic, she fell in love with the boss, bro. Her discovery of his terrible secret forces her to make a heart-wrenching choice. Damn, this sounds okay. Blah 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 blah. And I just hear the writing is just swag on 100. So anyway, I'm very excited for that. Like if it was up to me, I'd be reading that next. But I mean, it definitely is up to me. It's not like it's not up to me. But I got some. It's a little more time sensitive that we're gonna do. And on that note, Emily Bronte, Wuthering Heights, the Bronte sisters. I'm gonna do a video on that, Bronte sisters. So I hear Wuthering Heights is just straight flame too. So yeah, let me look at this one too. Wuthering Heights, 1847. That is old as fuck. Anytime it's 18 something, they are they're basically like on. So that's like they might as well be from the fucking Renaissance era, bro. The year before the author, oh, she wrote that at 29, at the age of 30, year before. Endorsed today as blah, blah, blah. The epic story of Catherine and Heathcliff plays out against the dramatic backdrop of the wild English moors and presents an astonishing, okay, I'm sorry, I'm bored, but I get it. I'm down. I'm totally down and I can't wait for that. So, okay, up next, I wonder how long I've been recording this video. I think it's been too long, but we're just gonna keep on going by. We're almost done here. We got 2 more in the mix. So, and I think they're good ones, bro. So, ooh, I just dropped the you know what. But all right. So, book that I bought. A winner of the 2022 Pulitzer Prize is The Netanyahus by Joshua Cohen. Subtitle: An account of a minor and ultimately even negligible episode in the history of a very famous family. So, okay, to be honest, it sounds a little... This is going to be a postmodern book, huh? You know what I'm saying? With a long title, that's very postmodern. That's very postmodern. Against the grain. Unique. Sort of breaking the rules, you know what I'm saying? So, and look, the only thing I know about this book, Jewish, bro. That's all I know. It has something to do with the Jewish family. Also, National Jewish Book Award, New York Times bestseller, and like I said, 2022 Pulitzer, and a whole bunch of other stuff in the back here. I'm not even gonna name. So, but yeah, what's this? I'm curious about what this is about. Corbin College, not quite upstate New York, winter 1959 to 1960. Reuben Blum, a Jewish historian, but not an historian of the Jews. It should be not a historian of the Jews, but for some reason, why do we do that? An historian, but not an historian of the Jews? That makes me mad. That makes me not even want to read this. But I get it. It's like, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm mad at the system. I'm not mad at the person. I'm mad at the system. Co-opted onto a hiring committee to review the application of exiled Israeli scholars specializing in the Spanish Inquisition. When Benzion Netanyahu shows up for the interview, family unexpectedly in tow. Blum plays the reluctant host. Blah, blah, blah. I get it. I saw mixing fiction and nonfiction. Postmodern, huh? I can't even really explain why that is, but it is. Also, Jewish people and Jewish writers and postmodernism. Philip Roth, anybody? Ooh. But, okay. So, cool. 2022 Pulitzer. Now, look at this. This is the 2022 Booker. Sorry, I got that one in the mail. It's going to be too long, so I'm like, I'm going to just do this video. But I was going to say, I have Tomb of Sand coming in, which is the 2022 Booker Prize. And here I have Ruth Ozeki, which is the Book of Form and Emptiness, which is the 2022 Women's Prize. So yeah, if you wanted like the 90 people that watch my videos, then look, you got the inside scoop at this point that I am going to do a video on the Booker, the Women's Prize, and the Pulitzer. And that was my last book. So, yeah. So let me know what you thought. Have you read any of these books? Let me know what I'm getting into, because I'm gonna read them at some point. But let me know if you think there's any that should be added onto this pile. And yeah, just in general, let me know what you think. Holla at me, bro. I'm live. I'm out here. So, anyway, I think that wraps up another successful installment of Big Nate's Book Reviews, home of the best book reviews. So thank you for watching Big Nate's Book Reviews, home of the best book reviews.